uh, for travel. All right.
Oh, sorry.
She entered a plea and this was for evaluation. Is that correct?
Judge, this is actually a compliance hearing for an outcome for felony drug court.
I don't know. I just have a blank sheet of paper. Let me see.
Here you go.
Thank you.
That's the outcome. Sorry, Judge.
Sure, no problem. All right. So she has already entered a plea and she was rejected from felony drug court. All right. So they're saying that you don't have stable housing. What's going on with you?
So I stay right now where I can stay. I recently just got a phone because I had to get a brand new phone. My ex has all my belongings, and I personally don't want to like. He lives on the property where I'm not supposed to be, and so I don't want to have contact with him or go to the property or send anybody there to get my belongings. So I've been trying to figure that out. I did speak to my probation officer, and he said that he would try to work with me to see how I can
Just
get
one
my
moment.
belongings.
Could I get the steps on this case? It's Vanessa Lynn Mervet. See, we have Odyssey now, so everything is supposed to be electronic, but they don't have the manpower to put everything in the system. So none of your information is in the system. So is there a reason? Because I see here that they were trying to contact you through your parents.
Yes. So as soon as I got a phone, I was made aware of that through my mom and stuff that
I'm talking to Mike because probation cannot hear you. Right?
so I was made aware that I that they wanted me to show up and stuff. So I was trying to figure that out too, and I had talked to my probation officer, but he told me like he wanted me to focus on issuing the court first.
So who are you living with? Where are you staying?
So right now I have been like just pretty much staying in hotels and things like that. But because I don't have access to like my ID or social security card.
So how are you affording hotels?
So it's getting paid through my dad right now because I do have job offers, things like that, but the thing is I don't have access to my ID or social security card.
So why are you not staying with your dad?
Because he lives in Wisconsin right now.
All right. So why are you not staying with your mom?
They all my family stays in Wisconsin. The closest family members that I do
Oh,
have is in Boston, but I don't want to like do anything else.
All right. Just a second. So here's the thing about Odyssey. If Odyssey is not going to have the stipulations on file and paperwork is missing, I don't even know why we have Odyssey. Like I have nothing to go on with regards to this case. I know there's no contact orders in place with you.
I'll print out the judgment.
No, I just need the stipulations. I don't need it.
Stipulations and into this. Looking at me.
Does anybody have a police report?
Judge, I'll do it right now.
All right, thank you. If you could just email it to me.
Okay.
And counsel, what's being emailed to me is what would have been what was in the stipulations.
Judge, I give you another update while you're waiting
Yes.
on that. Miss Miravente was supposed to have her TAP evaluation conducted while she was in custody. And if she was not accepted into felony drug court to follow the recommendations of the TAP, she was released without having a TAP, so we did not get to the TAP.
All right, let's do this. If you're drug tested today and you're gonna get drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Have nothing.
All right. So let's get our drug tested today.
Okay, and I just wanted the court to be aware that we did complete the mental health evaluation and she was all clear there.
All right, so you're gonna do a drug test today. And then we're gonna come back and counsel, then at that time, the court will make a ruling on this and what should be done. And then hopefully by then, we will have something on your case. Okay? So if you'll talk to Miss Abrams is going to tell you where you need to go for your drug test, okay? And then after you've completed your drug test, you're going to come back here, and that drug test, you're not going to be charged for it, okay? All right, thank you.
When do you want us to come back, Judge?
As soon as she finishes her drug test, it's the location where she's getting the drug test. It's near the Bear County Jail. And then she'll come back and we will have the results
Today or tomorrow?
today.
See.
Thank you.
Judge, you have the supplemental report as well as, of course, someone right there.
Everyone, whisper. Yes.
We're coming before the court to ask for permission for Mr. Brooks to have permission to go to Spokane, Washington to live. Currently he is unhoused and he only has his father here who doesn't really necessarily want him to live with him. In Washington, he has stable living plans to live with his mother. He has a job waiting for him. He has already been accepted, from my understanding, to Spokane, Washington, through the IHOT system. The state has no objection to him going.
Okay. All right. So this is what will end up happening. You'll be transferred to Spokane, Washington, but that officer will give the court updates. And if you violate your conditions of probation there, what will end up happening, they'll ask for you to come back here because a motion will be filed. They'll let us know. And you'll have to come back here to answer for those charges. Do you understand? All right. You're welcome. Do you have any questions?
No, just thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for your.
Oh, you're welcome. I do my best. I try.
But you
All right. Good luck to you. If you ever need anything, please let us know. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Sometimes they're she's working.
they were right in that assessment, but things were addressed, and I believe defense has brought things and will bring things to the court attention.
Thank you.
Yes, what do you want to bring to my attention?
Judge, you have.
America, the land of medications.
From the VA, Judge.
Well, everybody needs to get a second opinion.
Yeah, my client, Mario Hernandez, Judge, dear friend of mine for many years, doing this pro bono rather. Mario is a U.S. veteran, some combat, going through the VA for many things. Unfortunately,
Well, make sure you get a second opinion.
we'll deal with all the allegations of this case down the road, Judge. Unfortunately, there was an accident which caused.
No, I'm telling you, I am serious. I know sometimes that when you go to the VA, people are just accepting, but you should always get a second opinion. And I don't know why with the VA, it's as though you can't get a second opinion because you have to stay in that system. So just make sure you get a second opinion. Write your legislature, write your congressman to say, hey, I would like to get a second opinion because that's a lot of medications.
I think, why don't we just let him address the ankle monitor piece? I'm okay with him addressing it, Judge.
What is going on with the ankle monitor?
My foot, it gets swollen, and then I can't really function.
As well as because of the diabetes?
Yes, and I'm diabetic, I have high blood pressure, sleep apnea. I mean, it's been going back.
All right, and so let me ask you this, and this is just for me to understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So the VA will give you medication, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you'll have some sort of bad reaction to that medication, and then they'll give you some medication to take care of that. And then something else will happen with that, and then they'll give you more medication.
Yes, ma'am.
But no, I'm very serious. Make sure that you get a second opinion.
I have been trying, and last time I talked to this, one of the pre-trial officers about removing the.
No, I mean,
One
it's
of
that-
just so I can get MRI, my shoulders, and they couldn't do it. It's been.
Guess
I've been
what?
Dealing with this for 10 months.
Here's the thing about that. There's a legislator right here. He's your attorney. Say, hey, I want a second opinion. I need to get my shoulder. I still don't understand why when people are trying to get appointments with the VA, it's months.
Yes.
And you're supposed to be in the military. Everybody wants to wave the flags. We love our military, but then it's not shown. So your legislator is here.
They need a promotion, Judge, to the United States Congress.
Yeah, you can talk to him and say, hey, I want to get a second opinion. All right, I understand your issues that are going on, and I understand that when you have diabetes, that will skew any tests that you have for the alcohol. So I understand. With regards to the monitor, you have to be monitored some sort of way.
Yes, Your Honor, but like I said, I haven't had a drop of alcohol since the accident. I mean, since then, I haven't touched anything. I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, I
I'm trying
understand.
to work, and I can even work.
Here's the thing, I understand what you're saying, but legally, the law says, and he will tell you, the law says you must be monitored by some sort of alcohol device. So what you need to do is speak with your pretrial services officer, and I will send them an email also if there's no objection, and let them know what all of your issues are, and let them know if there is some other device that they can recommend for you. And if there is another device, I think now they may have started the wristwatch or something, or the blow. So talk to your pretrial services officer, see if they have something that's in your price range. And then your attorney can speak with the state and see if they have any objections to it. If the state has no objection to it and you're being monitored, I have no problem signing it, okay?
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, just to be clear, the reason he was on the ankle monitor for some time, he wasn't driving at all because of the injuries that had occurred during that accident. So possibly we'll talk to pretrial, as you suggested,
Yeah.
see if we could get placed on it in condition and all of it.
Yes,
Because he's not, I know him
Yeah.
very well.
yes. So if you contact them and I'll take that matter up. And you all are about to go in session again?
Monday.
Yes. All right. And how long do you think this session will last? You have any idea?
They're 30-day sessions, Judge, but unfortunately, our illustrious governor has added redistricting, so things don't go well, he'll call it again and again and again, like they did last time.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, what I'll do, I'll set this in 35 days approximately, and then we'll see where we are.
Yes, Judge. And if I need to file it, I wanted to come in. I didn't want to file a legislative continuance right now because I didn't really need it when it was dark.
All right.
I'm allowed to, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come in and address this with Mr. Hernandez. And to come see you.
It's always good seeing you. All right, so we're gonna bring you back on August 21st. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And again, second opinions, it should be standard for you're allowed to get a second opinion and even get a second opinion outside the system. But the only way you can do that, I've discovered, is you should write your legislature, email your congressman or whoever that is, and tell them, hey, hey, I want to get a second opinion, and my appointment needs to be now. It can't be 4 months, 5 months in the future.
That's correct. Yeah, because I was in the emergency room last month for my shoulders. And I don't have an appointment with the primary until September 20th.
Because my thing is either we love our troops or we don't. It's nice for TV to say you love your troops, and what are you doing? All right, sir, once you just have a seat, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. They're going to give your attorney the reset form. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. And I will send that email to pretrial services.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
excuse me.
Yes. Sherry Dye. And Tiana Chessman.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is this family violence? All right, so there's a motion to travel, is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed?
We're ready.
All right, the court is calling NIMAG number 756623, State versus Tiana Cheeseman. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Rick Daniel for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Sherry Dye on behalf of Tiana Cheeseman. I'm present. She's present. We're ready.
Are you Ms. Cheeseman?
Yes, I am Mrs. Cheeseman.
All right. So it's a court's understanding, defense, that you would like for her to be able to travel. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And this case has not been indicted. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And how long has this case been pending, state?
Fine.
Do you have an offense date?
Yes, I'm trying to get that. It looks like it's been pending for a little over a year, March 20th, 2024.
All right, this has been pending since March 2024, over a year. So state, do you have any objections to her traveling?
At this time, yes, given the nature of the charge, the facts that are involved with the charge, the injuries that the child sustained from this defendant. And unfortunately, given the fact that at this time we can't confirm for sure the whereabouts of the child, we would object to this.
All right, and state, I know you're not in charge of indictments or tendering cases to the grand jury for indictment, but this hasn't been tendered to the grand jury in over a year?
That's correct.
All right. So Ms. Cheeseman, can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes,
Please let me swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
yes,
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Tiana Cheeseman.
All right, Ms. Cheeseman, the complainant in this case is a child.
It is, yes, sir.
Have you had contact with the child?
Yes,
All right, has the child been placed back with you?
yes, with supervision.
And is that supervision through Child Protective Services?
No, everything with Child Protective Services was closed out as of October of 2024.
Oh. So we were here on August 1st, 2024. The case still had not been indicted. And there was an agreement that the defendant was to have no unsupervised contact with minor children. And she has not violated that. She's still having supervised contact. So, State, do you have any proof or evidence that she's having unsupervised contact?
Not at the moment, Your Honor.
All right. So, where would you like to travel?
So I was supposed to be traveling to New Orleans, but that trip has now expired. Next will either be Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, and Houston.
All right. And what would be the travel permit? What is the purpose of the travel?
Medical conferences, because I'm a nurse.
All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing from the
Yes,
state.
Your Honor, I would just like to offer to the court, I did provide Prosecutor Ashley, I apologize, her last name is escaping me. I did provide her with a certificate of completion of my client's parenting class and a closure letter from the CPS caseworker. I personally, as an officer of the court, will represent, I spoke with the caseworker. She had no concerns about Ms. Cheeseman. And stated that it was her understanding that her husband would be there. I'm not sure why the state is saying they can't confirm the whereabouts of the child. The home has remained the same for the child the entire time.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court will allow the defendant to travel for purposes of medical conferences or her employment. The court will note that the Child Protective Services case has been closed, and there's to be continued no unsupervised contact with minors. Is there anything else?
Your Honor, the court did grant my client the ability to perform the duties under her job when she sees children for work purposes. That was addressed previously in this court.
And the work purposes with regards to employment.
She's a nurse.
All right, but she's a nurse that she is supervised by other doctors, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Ms. Cheeseman?
Yes, yes, it is.
And the doctors are aware of this offense?
No.
All right. So she needs to be supervised by doctors, and they need to know the fact that she has this pending case because she's a nurse, and it should, according to licensing, this is something that should be told to her employer.
And Your Honor,
And State, this has been pending for a year.
I will
So-
have with intake today, as close to top list as they can to present.
All right, and counsel, you want to say something?
yes, Your Honor. Ms. Jackson was the previous prosecutor on this case and had not given those directives or instructions, and we were trying to work out something prior to her departure from the office. And so I made Ashley aware of that today so that hopefully we could work out some resolution in this matter.
Ashley Jones for the record, Your Honor.
Yes.
Just for the court clarification, at the last bond hearing on August 1st of 2024, I did go back and review that, and the court did allow the defendant to still continue to have the children at her job. And so at this time, the state's not asking for any different orders other than that prior hearing.
Well, she needs to be supervised. And my understanding is that her employment, she's supervised by doctors.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing from the state.
Anything else, counsel?
Nothing further.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Good morning. So what is happening with this case?
If you recall, this is a case where Mark Lapovius was a retained attorney in charge. I believe his office had filed a motion for continuance. My clients also expressed to me that it looks like his office can be taking over the remainder of the cases. What hasn't happened right now. But we would like to get a little more time. It's my understanding that they're going to be in special session once again.
All right, I am recalling this for tomorrow. If they are not on his case by that point in time, we're going to proceed.
Okay.
On whatever case is remaining.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Renteria, recall it for tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? Yeah. Everybody's piping up. They're like, yeah, it's Friday. All right, recall this for Monday.
Yes.
All right, we'll have you back on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is Hector Renee Aguilar.
It is, Judge.
This is family violence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so this is final discovery. Where are we?
We've got all our discovery, Judge, and we have, we've got a plea bargain offer. We're not prepared to accept it right now, so we're asking for a plea deadline.
All right, sir, how old are you?
I'm 27 years old.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Set this in 3 weeks for a plea deadline date. And I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery before you all leave today.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're going to be back on August 7th. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. If you have not reached an agreement, your next court date will be a jury trial. Do you have any questions about anything?
None.
All right. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
You're very
Do
welcome.
you need me to sign anything?
I do. I completed with the other case. Is that
All right. No problem.
Is that? Yes, no.
All right. Deputy Laura, Mr. Aguilar is complete. All right, so you may have a seat. Let me see if I have it. Yes, I don't have it anymore, so if they could pull it again. Thank you. All right. And you're Joseph Alleman?
Yes, Judge, that's my client.
Okay. All right, so we're here for Discovery Council.
Yes, Judge, we're, the discovery, and there was another case that was hanging out. As regards to the second case, we don't think it's going to get filed, so I'm not worried about it at this point. We did receive an offer today, and we have received discovery. I need to go over with him what the offer would mean. It's a prison offer and everything, but we should be ready to go by next time, Judge.
All right, how old are you, sir?
21.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for 3 weeks for a plea deadline date, please.
Your Honor, I'm going to be out of the country.
When?
But I'll get with her. So next week we had a death in the family. I'm flying out Monday through
Sorry.
19 years old. He didn't wake up. I don't know about aerospace engineering at MIT. We don't know what that was. Just
Oh, no.
so yeah, so that came up next week, and then Judge, the following week I'm headed to Alaska for 2 weeks.
Okay,
But I'll be back around the 17th or 18th of August.
all right, Ms. Ferguson, can you put this for August 21st?
Perfect.
All right, your plea deadline date is going to be August 21st.
We'll be ready by then, Judge.
All right.
I'm gonna talk to you at the this weekend, okay? And all that stuff. All right.
We'll have you back at the
Mark, take care of yourself. Hello. So I'm glad you tested clean. That's the first step, right? So I want to make sure that you're clean and healthy. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to try to get you stabled on housing and everything else. So have you been able to talk to someone about housing yet or no?
Yeah, I did have a friend of mine that said that, she could try to help me out with, a program or something, or, a job too, but the thing is, like, she, again, like, told me about the social security card and ID, so I'm just trying to figure out how I can get that, so that I can get started on the job.
Well, they do have a program. It's a nonprofit. It's called Build Better. I think Building Better. They may be able to help you as far as obtaining identification and getting license. Now, mind you, nobody's going to walk you to a specific place, but at least they can cut down on the research you have to do on how to figure out to do it. You understand?
Judge,
Yes.
in addition, she can speak to her probation officer and we can get you
Yes.
with the reentry program.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Do you want to set it for another compliance to make sure that she stays on track and that she has the housing and everything taken care of?
Yes, Judge, and I'm gonna give her a reporting date, for her officer.
All right. When do you want to call this back?
Judge, can you give me 45 days? I want to see if we can get the TAP evaluation done within that 45 days as well.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a,
Address the court.
yes.
Can we have no compliance hearing with her directly instead of in front of you? Because she didn't have a car. That's the big problem.
She can do it by Zoom.
Or-
Yeah. So that's how it works. But I can
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
this.
For now, I just have a cell phone, but,
All right, so here's the thing. If you're not doing well, you're gonna have to appear in court. I will work with you because I understand you have transportation issues, and this is for compliance, but it's to help you stay on track. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, I need a 45-day reset. All right, so it's gonna be September 8th. So you need to make sure that you're following through on everything. And if there's somebody you can't get in touch with, that's what I'm here for. Come back to the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Abrams is going to give you the information you need and who you need to contact to help you with everything, all right?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me just pull you up here in Odyssey, which has not been a friend to anyone today. Oh my gosh. And then what was it? Tuesday, it went down. And there's no backup. At least it appears there was no backup because we couldn't find anything. All right, so you're here for sentencing today.
Correct.
The court is calling 2025 CR 002719 State versus Wilfredo Matei. How do you pronounce your last name?
Matei.
Matei. Oh, I did it correctly. Okay. Can I have parties announced?
Jason, you're here for the state, you're.
Brian Kimbrough for Mr. McKay.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest on May 22nd for evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state will make no recommendation on your application. Punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State is taking in consideration 2025 CR 003472 and 2025 PF 11391. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, state?
No.
Defense?
There is a correction, Your Honor, that I think will become more clear during the testimony of my client, but he is motivated for treatment, and I think there was a misunderstanding that it says he wasn't. He was, and he is, so I'll let him explain.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Wilfredo Matei.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, okay, just in explanation, Mr. Matei has pretty serious record. He lived in Utah with his mother, who's present in court, and I was going to call her as a witness also. And they moved here really to help for many reasons, but one being to try to get Wilfredo into a better environment. But he has a serious drug problem. I can tell you
that he has told me that he is serious about changing his life and has reflected on that while he's been incarcerated. And I know he wants to explain that to the court. He has attempted to get into drug treatment while he's been incarcerated. He was communicating with various programs to see if he could get treatment at this time, wasn't able to. So with that said, could you state your name?
Wilfredo Mote.
And Wilfredo, you have been in jail now for how long?
It's been 4 months this time.
Okay. And you have a pretty serious record in Utah, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you've been to prison?
Yes, sir.
On a number of occasions.
Yes.
And have you reflected on your situation while you were in prison this time?
Yes.
And what did you decide?
I really want treatment, need treatment, and I've been trying to do doing programs and stuff so I can show that I'm trying to change and stuff. And I've written a couple of programs, lifetime recovery being one of them. And I've gotten approved, but just being incarcerated, I can't go to fifth until I get out. But thought a lot about that, and finally opening up to my kids to where I'm really at. My mom finally told me where I'm at, and it just made me want to show them that I can get out of here and do better.
Now, you've been diagnosed with some mental health issues, correct?
Yes, sir.
What mental health issues do you have?
PTSD, anxiety, depression, ADHD.
Have you been diagnosed with bipolar?
Bipolar also.
Okay. Are you getting any medication or treatment while you've been incarcerated?
Yes.
Okay. Has that helped you to sort of reflect on your life?
Yes, I take my medication every day. Don't miss that.
Do you think you could succeed on probation?
I think I can.
You think that
With help with program.
Excuse me?
With a program, yes. I need help. I need rehab. I really don't want to go back to prison.
Are you willing to do inpatient program as well as outpatient program?
That's the only thing I would want to do is inpatient.
The only thing you'd want to do is inpatient.
I would want to.
But you think you have a serious problem.
Yes, sir.
You believe that that problem has been part of the reason why you've gotten into these problems, legal problems.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you want to tell the judge?
Not turning into you guys.
Okay.
History of me going to class, recovery and motion.
Okay.
Great.
You're welcome.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know. I don't really know what to say, but I don't want to say even just left myself get sent to prison. I know I have a history of going to prison and stuff, but I've never had a treatment program. I've never had a chance to get into a program or to a rehab or anything like that. And I went out of my way to write Lifetime Recovery and also New Direction Church so I can go to a ministry. And they both proved me, but it's just being incarcerated, I can't go to the program until I'm released. But if I do get released, I plan on going directly there. Like I told my family, I don't want to make any stops. I want to go directly to Lifetime Recovery and start the process with them.
All right.
All right. I have one other witness I'd like to call.
Oh, just 1 second. State any fact questions or no?
No.
All right. I have a couple of questions for you. If there's no objection.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So I look at everybody as an individual. Sometimes people will come before me and their history is bad. Right? Honestly, anytime you get sent to prison, that's bad history. Your history is bad. It doesn't look good. So this is what I want you to explain to me. So in the stipulated evidence, you're saying that this motorcycle was sold to you. You have a key. Okay. And then you evade. But then they say you have a bunch of keys on your person. And the police say that those keys are used to open mailbox. I think they said mailboxes. I think they said you are in possession of a set of jiggler keys. When asked, suspect stated that the set of keys belonged to a friend who is a locksmith, but did not know why he was in possession of a mailbox key. So you're riding on a motorcycle. Why do you have jiggler keys?
Because I took that motorcycle. Lied about that. I took the motorcycle. Jiggler keys were a friend's, but he let me use them because I was doing dumb stuff.
All right, and use the keys for what?
I have never used a key, but those jiggler keys, they were supposed to be to get into cars. But I never able to use them like they're brand new keys.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, you say you have another witness?
Yes, Your
Yes.
Honor. Maggie Vargas.
Mr. Mate, you're back against the counter.
Maggie Vargas. Yes, where is she?
Good morning. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Maggie Vargas.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Vargas, what is your relationship with Mr. Matei?
I'm his mother.
You're his mother? You got to speak up. So.
I'm his mother.
And when did you first come to Texas?
They're gonna be 5 years in November.
And you came with Wilfredo?
With Wilfredo. He came after us. After he came released from prison.
Okay, and he's been living with you since then?
Yes, sir.
And why did you come to Texas?
I used to be a nurse at the University of Utah, Texas. I mean Utah. So we just wanna start over and take the kids out of Utah, you know. So we were looking for places. So I love Texas. So I said, let's go to Texas because I'm Puerto Rican. So and my family live in Puerto Rico and Miami. So it's like tropical.
Which some people don't know that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. So thank you.
So I didn't want to stay in Utah because it's too cold and the winter is too long. So we said, let's go to Texas. So we came around here at random and just in a week we buy a house. And then we came like 2 months after that. So we said, I'm here. I'll be 5 years.
Now, in terms of Wilfredo, do you believe that Wilfredo has a drug problem that is serious?
Yes, he
You do. Did he have that problem in Utah?
Yes.
And has he ever had, your knowledge, has he ever had any treatment for that problem?
No.
Now, I don't know if you were able to hear, but Wilfredo was asking the court for an opportunity to get community supervision and get drug treatment. Do you think that he would benefit from drug treatment?
He will do better because he never had a treatment before.
And do you believe that if he got that treatment and if he got community supervision, he could succeed? Do you believe that?
I believe that. I will not give up on him. I will be here for him. I'm happy.
And Wilfredo does have some mental health issues, correct?
Right.
He's been diagnosed with various things.
Bipolar, PTSD, depression, PTSD.
How old is he?
He's 29.
29.
29.
And
I
he
have
has
a lot of kids, so
How many children do you have?
Huh?
How many children do you have?
4, but I have a lot of grandkids, so they're hanging out for the day for and all that. So. But we have like 4. We lost my father at the tragedy, so we lost his dad. He's been killed in Puerto Rico, and then my nephew, he just died 3 years ago by a drunk driver. And recently my grandson, he died from heart problems. So all that he's been, you know, in all this situation, and he's been so depressed, having a lot of anxiety.
I could not even breathe my own, or crying because thinking of him and just battle with the situation and all that. And I know one of the things that he's been going crazy and using drugs is because all these tragedies in the family.
Okay.
So Wilfredo is still a young man.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that he has the potential to be a better person?
Yes, he's using, I don't know how to commit all this crime because he's sweet, having, he's singing so good, he played guitar, he was good in school. I don't know what's going on after, but he's not a bad person. He made the bad choices.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions? No question. All right. So what types of drugs does he use? Do you know?
Amen. I'm hearing.
Do you know when he started?
I think his friend in Utah being killed.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me insight into your son.
That's for his behavior. I'm so sorry about that.
No, I mean, here's the thing. It sometimes parents think that children's behavior is a reflection of them. Now, if he's a 2-year-old or a toddler, that's a reflection on parenting. But at some point, it becomes our own choices, at a certain age. Okay.
I never use any drugs or nothing. I don't even drink. So I don't know why we learned that because we have a beautiful house and his house is no drugs at my house. Everybody's working. Everybody's a professional, I just want him to be changed. Yeah, for his kids.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Matei, you can come forward. Any other witnesses?
No other ones.
All right. State, do you want to continue with the offer that you have in place?
Yes.
All right. All right. So here's the thing. Your history does not look good. The state is offering you 10 and they are silent on your application. People always say that probation in this court is not easy. I mean, I guess it's not. I wouldn't know because I'm not the person doing the probation. But when I give people probation, it's designed hopefully for us not to see them again unless they're coming back to say, thank you for giving me a shot. Right? So what I can tell you is I'm going to give you a choice. And I'm going to give you a choice because this is an evading arrest detention in a vehicle. I see your history. But these are the only 2 choices you have. Don't come back to me with a third choice. Don't try to do something different because you only have 2 choices. 1, I will send you to prison and I will send you to prison for 5 years. You'll get credit for any time served. Or the second option is this will be a conviction on your record. I'm not going to grant him deferred adjudication and I will sentence him to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. Those are his only 2 choices. And if he chooses the second option, he's going to remain in custody because he's going inpatient treatment somewhere. So those are the only 2 choices. There's not a third choice. So do you need to speak to him?
A second.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be no residing with minors. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
All right. There's 100 hours that will be deducted once he completes parenting classes. The remaining 100 hours will be deducted if he obtains a higher level of education or if he obtain some sort of trade school certification. There's to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's to be an evaluation for DDRF. And there's to be referrals to SafeP. I'm sorry, an evaluation for SafeP. I think, just 1 second. Yes. There's gonna, just 1 moment. Strike the last evaluation for DDR. This is the order I want things. There's gonna be referral. And all of this is to take place in custody. There's to be a referral to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept him, then he is to go to SafeP. And Ms. Abrams, the referral to DDRF, how long is that taking?
We have multiple referrals going. The DDRF referral process could be month and a half. What I suggest possibly is let's do the funding and report it's not accepted.
All right.
DDRF, I mean, you already said safety, right?
Yes. Take in consideration 2025 CR 003472, 2025 PF 11391. There's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. And let me see something else with your history. And it goes without saying, you're a convicted felon. You're not allowed to possess any weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need? I'm sorry, there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant for the motorcycle.
Brett Castillo.
All right. I'm sorry, what's the name?
Brett Castillo.
All right, that will be Brett Castillo.
And Judge, in reference to also, there's another case that's currently open, a theft 1,500 to 30,000. If I can have a moment to speak with defense counsel, I'd like to try to maybe get that resolved because that'll obviously hold them up.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Did you review the probation? Is there anything else?
With the understanding if there is any open cases, felony drug court or safety will not.
All right, they're going to take care of that, hopefully today.
Or soon. Yeah.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're off the record. Here's the thing. You're going to remain in custody until that other case is resolved. He cannot move anywhere. I'm not going to release him unless he's in some sort of treatment. And stop breaking your mom's heart. All right? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Gregory Prunita. Good morning. How are you doing? All right. I don't know what's going on with what I'm receiving. Just a second. I have no idea. What is this case about?
Judge, you gave him 2 years supervision.
Yes.
However, his parole got revoked. So
All right.
we wanted to promote that probation period or so.
All right. Do y'all have a motion to revoke on this?
No, Judge, so it's no motion to revoke or whatnot. I didn't have an opportunity to really understand what the parole outcome was, how long he was sentenced for, but my understanding they were going to ask for possibly a reconsideration of sentencing.
No motion's been filed. He was on he did a 3-year stint for On the 4200 charge. He paroled out after 17 months, picked up this charge and got probation.
All right, so here's the problem.
Now,
This sentence that I gave him was June 30th. Oh, we're still within the window. So what are you going to be asking for?
Judge, I was just going to ask you. I've not seen this situation before.
What are you asking?
Well, a reconsideration on his application for supervision. He's been in custody since the offense day.
Well, his minimum on this is 2 years. So you want to talk to the state and see if they have any objection, because once he's sentenced, there's no reconsideration.
Well, they had recommended the 2-year supervision. I'm sure they won't have a problem with 2 years to do.
I mean, you'll need to talk to them. Yeah. So once you talk to them, I'll take care of it. Okay.
Judge, I conferred with with the state this morning and got an offer on Mr. Sanchez. I was hoping for some time so that I can review that with my client and maybe have him do a couple other things and see if I can't get it a little better, Judge.
All right. So you have all discovery?
I can sign off on that, Judge, yes.
All right. So state if you'll do the discovery acknowledgement.
Yes, Judge.
And Mr. Sanchez, why were you late for court?
Really looking for a partner.
All right. So here's the thing. You have to be on time for court.
Yes, ma'am.
I note that this is your first time appearing, so next time, be on time. Otherwise, what can end up happening is a warrant can be issued and you be placed in custody. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for 2 weeks for a plea deadline date, please. All right, we're going to come back on July 31st. At that time, you need to let me know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. If you have not reached an agreement, your next setting will be a jury trial date. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Just have a seat and Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.